Who are you living for, and what does it mean to deny yourself? Well, stick around because today we're diving in to 2 Corinthians chapter 5 to learn more about living for Christ. Hey there, my name is WayneWrz, and on this channel we are walking the journey towards Jesus together. You can subscribe to join our community and get a new Bible study video every Tuesday. As you may have noticed, I have a little bit more of a beard than I used to. It's still patchy, but I'm doing my best. There was a time when I wasn't allowed to grow the hairs on my face because I was in the Navy. The Navy got to decide what I looked like. I could have a mustache, and I could have the sideburns down to the middle of the ear. That's what they suggested. Required of us in the Navy. Besides facial hair, when I was on a ship, they got to decide what I wore, when I ate, when I slept, and when I got to put my feet on land. I was on the USS Taro, and I went on 2 different 6-month deployments, and while we were underway, we stopped at some great places. But you know what? I did not get to decide one place that we stopped on those trips. I signed up to spend 6 years in the Navy, and that meant giving up some choices that most people get to make for themselves. When we choose to follow Christ, we need to deny ourselves and live for Him. In 2 Corinthians chapter 5, Paul writes, "For the love of Christ controls us, having concluded this, that one died for all, therefore all died. And He died for all, so that they who live might no longer live for themselves, but for Him who died and rose again on their behalf." Who are we living for? It is really easy to live for ourselves. I don't know about you, but it is really easy for me to be selfish. It's really easy to be concerned with what makes the most sense and is easiest for me. But if we are walking the journey towards Jesus, He calls us to deny ourselves and live for Him. Christ laid down His life so that we could have a relationship with Him. If we focus on what we give up to follow Christ, we might get discouraged or even wonder why God would ask so much of us. But if we remember the price that Christ paid on the cross, it really puts things into perspective. Verse 14 doesn't say that Christ controls us, but it says Christ's love controls us. People should be able to look at your life and see Christ's love. Jesus died for more than your Sunday morning. There are 5 paragraphs in this chapter of 2 Corinthians, and 4 of them start with the word therefore. In verse 1, we see what the therefore is all about. "For we know that if the earthly tent, which is our house, is torn down, we have a building from God, a house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens." The focus is on eternity. Our relationship with God affects now and forevermore. Remember, as we walk the journey towards Jesus, that Christ died for us, so we shouldn't live for ourselves, but for Him. Hey, thank you so much for checking out the video this week. If you liked it, you can hit that thumbs up button and share it with a friend. Remember, you can subscribe for new videos every Tuesday. Let me leave you with this question that you can answer in the comments and discuss with a friend, a parent, or a pastor. If you had to deny yourself by giving up either food or YouTube, movies, and TV for 1 week, which would you pick? We'll see you later, alligator. Together. We have a, you can subscribe. Besides faith, so that they who might, seriously, Wisnowski. There are 5 chapters in this, there are paragraphs. To subscribe, click on the circle on the left. To check out a friend's channel, click that circle on the right. To watch a video that YouTube thinks you should watch, click that box in the middle. And if you want to learn more about supporting me on Patreon, click the link in the description.